Oh hey, a stream. Hello everyone, and welcome to Factorio Ribbonworld. Hello to everyone watching the VOD, or watching back from the beginning to catch up with the stream right now. If you somehow didn't know, despite me telling everyone every single time I have the opportunity to, you can watch back in double speed in order to catch up while the stream is still live. Congratulations, Ghostly Business, you're the first in the chat. Welcome to the stream. And also welcome Glendening, that's a name. That's an interesting name. The music's gone. Why does the music always go? Factorio, why are you like this? Welcome, Lilith. You had warning and you still weren't here first. I remember to tell the YouTube members. And then I was like, oh, I'm not going to schedule it because I'm going to go live at 1:15 and I can't schedule for 1:15. And then it's 1:30 now, so whoops. Whoops. Yeah, that's pretty standard fare. And welcome Zach, and welcome Featherblade, and welcome Timothy. Here we go, people are arriving. We'll get to it shortly. I fixed the YouTube members thing. I imagine no one noticed this apart from me, but it wasn't... It was too long? Which is a nice problem to have. The member list was too long and it was cutting it off before it got to the end of it, and then I realized that I just have to reduce the text size, and then it's possible for the bar to be physically wider. Turns out that it's text size 72 compressed down massively. Well, now it's 48 compressed down massively because derp. So now the list can play its full length and it doesn't get cut off before the end, and everyone's on it. I've updated it and everything is great. Welcome, Paradisu. You did indeed catch the stream right as it began. Well played, sir. Welcome, Mr. One Penguin. Welcome, Little Chico. No, Ghostly Business, you're already here. I've already said hi to you. Hedekin, Hanno. Paul, to the games is a name there. Eric Davison, welcome, Sam Ram to Best. Let's get to it, shall we? Let me load up the game. Well, load up the save. Secret save files that must never be seen. They're not that interesting, I'll be honest. And you hear the sounds of the factory. Let us switch over. There we go. Also, I've noticed the cup is slightly wrong. I'm gonna just... Let's just, like, move it in there. And we'll leave it out this way. There needs to be space. No, actually, we'll put it there. There we go. Set right on top of the hotbar. Perfect. Right, yes, Factorio. Hello, welcome. We're playing Rimworld. If you're not familiar with this somehow, even though we're on episode like 13, the world is a ribbon. It is 64 tiles high, which is 2 Factorio chunks, and we've been building a factory on it. And it's been going quite interestingly. And what is this? Is this... Oh, there's some turrets here. Why have I put turrets here? Why do they still exist? I'm going to remove those because what? Why have I done this? There we go. That's that sorted. Also, congrats, you put out a normal vid. Wait, what was the normal vid? Which one was that? Was it Deep Rock Galactic? Maybe you count that one. You wouldn't mind a second high. Fair enough. Welcome, welcome. Double cup? What? Was there more than one cup? I'm confused. Okay, right. Let's have a look around. Current issues. I think that the current thing that I'm wanting to do something about is the iron supply issue because it's a mess. We've got 2 full belts going in, but they're being split into 4, maybe 5 belts even technically. And each one of these belts is a mess, and so it is limiting production of all of the things. All the things being circuits and gears and everything derived thereof, which is everything pretty much. All going into belts right now, which is good. We're building up a supply of blue belts, and blue belts can fix our problems. That's my thinking. Because right now this isn't running properly. Because this is, I think, built for a red belt system. Something like that. I approve of the use of the emote there. My one emote. I don't know how many emote slots I have actually. I guess I must have a certain number that is more than one. But I have no idea what that would be. I don't know, maybe the threshold is 50 members and I'm not quite there yet. Yeah, so these belts aren't quite full actually. They're not perfect. Yeah, we've not got a strong enough supply. Even though last stream I was working on this. I was getting a second train delivering iron ore here. Is it not doing good enough? Oh, there he is. Let's have a look at this. Like, okay, these two are running full speed. Taking forever to clear out this one over here. Those are stack inserters, but I guess it takes some time. Right, that's sorted. And then along comes this guy. Who is the steel train, judging by the colour? I think that's what his job is. Train's called Ellefson and David Lee's. There we go. That gets it running at full speed. 3 full belts, which should work. Sort of. It's taken a bit of time. I think because of this loop, it's taken a bit of time to work out the kinks and get up to a full 3 belts. But yeah, it gets there. It gets there. So now these 3 are all running, but I suspect that before the next train visit, it starts to have a problem. But yeah, this is our issue right now. We want more iron coming in so that we can just have the factory running quicker, because it's what's slowing everything down right now. Never enough copper as well. Yeah, I'm sure we'll also encounter that. Right now, iron is limiting the need for copper, I think, so we're okay there. Okay, yeah, so this is just delivering to this set of chests here. The other train's responsible for the other 2, and it's not doing it. It's not enough. Let's go have a look. Do we not have stack inserters on this? No, we do. Maybe we just need another train. Actually, no, these belts are... Oh, no, they're building up. They're stopping. They're starting to build up pretty quickly after the train leaves. I think. Oh, this train has another job, doesn't it? Yeah, it goes there and drops off the steel first. That's going to slow things down. What's this guy doing? Oh, yeah, he delivers lubricant to there. Okay. So yeah, this train spends some of its time delivering that steel, and that's part of the problem. So we can work on that. We could build another train to help relay the iron quicker. Because God knows we've got enough iron production to deliver as much as we like. Hell, we should probably have a loading system on the other side of the tracks to make full use of this station. How's the coal doing? It's building up. I think we need more storage for that, maybe? What have we got? 11,000. Like 15... 16,000. Had a train named Is on Fire. People came up with some fun names back in the name submission days. Of course, at some point someone realized that there was no character limit, so they made a name that was thousands of characters long. They just pasted a paragraph from something, and that caused a lot of confused bug reports. And a couple of other tricks like that were pulled by people over the years, and eventually they closed the thing down. The name submission thing, but I'm in there. Every now and then you can come across a station called Mangled Pork. And of course I keep thinking I found it because I keep looking at things and seeing last built by, or last user Mangled Pork. I'm like, there's my name! Oh, that's last user, it's not the name of it. I'm still yet to encounter it. I mean, I've encountered it in multiplayer games. There was the one that was enshrined in that one server, but I've never actually just encountered one myself while playing, and that makes me sad. But it'll happen one day. Surely I played this game enough that at some point it will happen. It probably did happen and I didn't notice, to be fair. We could lay some more concrete. Whoops, I shouldn't just randomly click the middle mouse button for no reason. That would be a smart thing to do. Though I have barely any inventory space. I need a parasuit. We're not at fancy parasuit level. I like to just skip straight to the final one. Because I'm weird. It's the same reason I don't like iron chests, funnily enough. I don't like middle tiers. I like low tier because you need something, or a high tier because you need as much of the thing as possible. I don't like going in the middle. No, this isn't enough. Oh no, the train is arriving. Okay, so maybe it's holding up. It's hard to say. What else does this train do? That's it. This is all it does. I'm going to hop on board and see how it goes. We just researched inserter capacity bonus 4. Let's do 5, because that's going to make these trains work better. That has just sped up the unloading speed here, so that is useful. Welcome to the stream, Christian. And anyone else, Jake, that I missed saying hi. Yeah, this one isn't even the right color. I need to make this blue. Oh, no, that's green. Hold on. Blue. No red. And then a little bit of green. A fair chunk of green. To give it that nice light blue, the metallic blue. There we go. Now that's an iron train to be proud of. Oh yeah, this is taking all the iron that's here. Which isn't much. Yeah, this is dying. It's got some time left yet, but it's never going to be amazing. Yeah, so it's not great. See, does this actually... Oh, I think this fills up before it leaves. It's probably steadily draining... Oh, no, it left just before, but I think it's steadily draining that. I would imagine so. Can't be sure. But I imagine that the train can carry more than is being produced. Uranium looking pretty decent there. Maybe we can get Covarex enrichment running after all, with what we've got. We need 40, and that's not 40. Is that like 20, 25? Gotta go further than that. Welcome, MB! With your fancy orange badge. You're right at the beginning of the list nearly of members, so you're up at the long-term end. Don't know what I'm trying to say here. I'm a little bit tired today. I didn't have that much sleep, and then I've had a day of boring office-y work. It was very dull. Basically filling out the same form over and over, with slight variations every time, so I couldn't zone out. It was the worst. And I've got more of it to come. It's terrible. So now we're gonna do more fun work and stream instead. Yeah, so that train's doing what it can, which may not be enough. So I'm thinking we do get another train. Because what do I need to build it on track somewhere, but all the track is in use now, I think. So let's just plonk it down here, and it's gonna be in the way for a minute, and we'll just give it the exact same roll as this train, I think. I think that's the way to do it. So, plonk. Oh, there we go, he stopped. I was a little bit worried for a second there. Yeah, you just wait here, and then... Just gonna copy, paste, paste. You got all the correct rolls stuff. But, you don't need to be delivering the steel, so I'm going to... cut out that section of the journey. And I'm gonna cut out that wagon. And then I'm gonna... Can I copy and paste wagons? Because that would be super useful. Oh, I can, thank God. That makes that so much easier. Okay, then we'll put... Oh, we've not got much fuel on us. Should be enough to be going off of. Oh. Why aren't you moving? Oh, manual. That would be why. Derp. Right, off you go. Lead the way. Back from summer camp. By the way, this is the first time I see Bentham using the word chill. I don't think I've never used the word chill, I don't think. Chill stream is a word that I have used, and it is a separate word. The funny thing about the word chill is it's reminded me of this ridiculous person that I knew in the first year of university who actually used the word chill completely genuinely. And I don't know if he was a real human. I'm trying to remember his name, because his name perfectly fit just the entire image of him. But like he had a guitar and stuff and said chill, and I think maybe even groovy at times. And it was insane. Got 2,000 iron in it. How much? What's the capacity of a wagon? I don't even know. It seems like it's 2,000. Let's find out. Yeah, it's 2,000. Okay. Oh, this is not enough steel apparently to work on that. Hopefully for the best, because I got so much storage, and we're gonna need a hell of a lot more consumption of iron before this set of deposits is done. So we go, it arrived and unloaded, and that means that these should be fine from now on. This is still gonna struggle. Might do something about it. We'll work it out. I'm thinking maybe a loading system there, so that we have some iron loading happening. Yes, this is just the pure iron one. Loading is nice and fast as we continue to increase the rate at which stack inserters can move stuff. Nah, it wasn't called Richard or Jason. No, it was something else. Ah, I can't think. But I can't just, like, stop the stream to go, like, troll Facebook. Damn it. I don't know, maybe I'll still do that. Okay, so we've made some progress with this here. I don't know that there's anything I can do with it right now. Do I watch Rick and Morty? I do watch Rick and Morty, yes. I've no. What's the current status of that? They've got a season on the way, right? They must do. Haven't heard anything in a while. So am I caught up? I think I'm caught up. I must be. Oh hey, Bentham stopped talking at double speed. Hi. Hello, Will. Oh, and hello, Lloyd. Congratulations on actually catching a live stream. Glad you could make it. Oh, that reminds me. There, I heard about a thing. Apparently this has been a thing for a bit, but I've only just heard about it, so it's new to me. Apparently, either it's already the case, or at some point in the near future, YouTube is introducing a new feature called YouTube Premieres, which is where when a video comes out, you can make it run like a live stream, where you schedule it and then at a certain point it happens and everyone watches it at the same time, and it's got a chat and everything, so it's like a live stream but not. And that sounds pretty neat, and I would totally do that with a series and then like hang out in the chat while the video plays and give like commentary on myself or something. I want to do that thing. I just remember that's a thing, because that I can easily make a regular thing, just as long as I've got the videos recorded in advance. I can just always schedule them, and everyone will know when they're coming, and it'll be great. So I don't know whether it's already a feature or whether it's coming. I did like 2 seconds of Googling and then forgot about it, and I've just remembered now, so I don't know what the state of it is. Have I read a good book lately? No, I haven't actually. I go through book reading phases of either reading constantly or not reading at all, and I'm at the moment, I've been in a not reading at all phase for a decent while, I'm afraid. I've picked up some books. I was in a bookstore in a train station waiting for my train, and I happened to come across like one of those shelves where it's like classic books, well-known books, and here's a deal for them or whatever. And I got some oh, what's his name? I got 1984, and I got what was the other one? Animal Farm, because they're apparently important, and I feel like 1984 is a very relevant read right now. Good handbook for surviving the coming years. But yeah, I'm going to read that at some point and see what all the fuss is about. So there are the first things I will read when I start reading again. You just got the notification for the stream on your phone. Oh, YouTube. YouTube, why? It's 21 minutes into the stream. The belts must flow! Indeed. Indeed, Rick, they must. Orwell, that's the one. Of course, Orwellian. What was I doing? Nothing, I think. Huh. Let's go back over here. I want to work on these. I like messing around with miners. As you saw last stream, I like to optimize them and stuff. Hello. There's gaps here, and that's no good. I do something about that? You need everything to tend towards the middle? I feel like I did this last stream and then undid it because it didn't work, but now it's definitely not working, so... Hold on, if I put these in here, and then, like, output priority these, that shouldn't cause any weirdness, right? That'll just fully load these, and then it'll not fully fix, but partially at least fix the problem, I think. Oh, and now we're getting a bit of a gap here, okay. We've just transferred the gap, I suppose. Don't know if that's that good. Brave New World. I've not heard of Brave New World. There are 70 Rick and Morty episodes coming our way. Excuse me? All at once? Or are you saying that they've been renewed for multiple seasons? Because 70's a big number. That's too many. That's too many. That's too much ridiculous sci-fi. Please, no, stop. Is that a good idea, that there? Trying to rebalance it, because the gap is on this side for everything. I'm going to undo that. Counterintuitively, I think this is actually a good thing. Everything's such a mess here. I'm gonna put this in, and I'm gonna output priority right, because we need to put pressure on here and take it off here, it seems like. So let's just shove everything over this side, because yeah, this is still coming out nearly full. I'm getting lots of good suggestions here for, like, Asimov and Orwell and stuff. Well, Bentham, you're still amazing with Factorio stuff. I immediately lose track of your cluster of like 30 splitters. This isn't a good idea. My policy when I have a lot of belts that I can't balance is I just keep adding more splitters till it works. And the worst part is that generally that does work out in the end, and then I just like put a couple priorities in places to try and tend stuff in the correct direction. We've still not got things right here. This belt's stacked. These have gaps in, sort of, and this has a lot of gaps in. So we haven't fixed this. Somewhere I need a balancer in amongst this mess. I need like a crappy balancer, actually. I'm just gonna... There. That'll fix it. I have faith that will fix the issues. Or at least help. Oh, this is dumb. This is very dumb. Okay, here we go. All the belts are full apart from the bottom one, and that might be improving. Not yet. Oh, maybe actually. Oh, is this building up? Yeah, that's building up. Okay, we fixed it. Our ridiculous system fixed it. I'm gonna add more splitters, damn it. Always more splitters. I think that's gonna divert slightly more things into this balancer, finishing the... Okay, it's working now. It's fine. The belts are full. Everything's probably shutting down. Oh no, these are still going okay. Still not built up, but at some point it's just gonna like give way essentially, because these are all full. There's just a few empty ones here and a few here. Everything in the middle is full. And yeah, these are close. The end is nigh. We gotta have more storage, or we gotta be using up this more. You know, there's a blueprint book of balances for 1 to 8 belts. Yeah, I know. If there's a way to fix it as more splitters, it will balance out at some point. You got the right idea upon you. Yep, that's the system. Oh, and YouTube flagged a name because it had a rude word in it. Oh, YouTube. Thought you used algorithms and stuff, you stupid thing. 70 episodes equals 4 seasons. Okay, that makes sense. That's still a lot of episodes per season, though. That's 17 and a half. They were usually more like 10 or 12, right? So they're ramping up there. I guess someone important was like, okay, you're doing a good job. You can keep doing the thing. That's how shows are commissioned, right? You're doing a good job. You can keep doing the thing. Why am I chopping these when I have grenades? Gotta get my priorities straight. We're gonna make some more furnaces. We can't make enough furnaces. I'm gonna go get the furnaces because we're crafting them somewhere, if I recall correctly. Clear all this out. Oh, hello. We've got a miner. We've got 2 miners depleted here. Ooh. Ooh, what are the things we could do now? I can't think of anything we can do with this. I don't know that there's anything we can actually do. I had hope for a second, but it's not. Oh, wait, no, I've got a plan. I just needed a moment of despair to think about what to do. Boom. And then underground it to... Oh, there we go. Just put that facing that way again. I think that's fine now. Up to here. You can just turn face that way. And now... we can fit a miner here, and that's got access to 1.2 thousand. It's gonna get rid of these bits here. These 2 bits here, I guess. And that's gonna mean that when we can then shift this back again. And it's gonna be in a better state. Oh, no, we can do better. We can do better. Always we must improve. There. That's what we want. Oh, got an attack on the east wall. You just got a job, Timothy McLean. That's awesome. Congratulations. What are you doing if you're alright to say? Always interesting to know what my viewers are doing. Right, this is... oh, the storage is nearly full, but we've got very little left now. Yeah, like 8,500. That's... we're probably fine. Oh yeah, we're fine. That's enough storage. Perfect. Okay, sorted. Right, we're going to go to the main bus. And there's our train. If I can reach the enter key... there we go. I have to go. I have to reach around behind my microphone to get to the enter key. I realize this is an issue. 1 times is so slow. I'm sorry, Kevin Bacon. What math doesn't add up? 0.5 years per season. 7.5 years of Rick and Morty. That doesn't add up. That's 5 seasons, not 4. It's 6 years of Rick and Morty. Right, isn't it? Yeah. And then can you live stream faster so we can watch in 2 times speed? Oh, if only I could. I'm getting very confused about the maths discussion that's sprung out of how many seasons and episodes and years Rick and Morty has. I'll let you guys work that out while I do the factory stuff. What was it? Oh, I was going to get furnaces. I should have jumped off that train halfway back because it's basically just taken me as far to the other side of where the furnaces are. Might as well have just walked. There they are. Our furnace production line. Oh, we can just steal them all. They're not even being used right now. I guess we're... What's the limiting factor for science? It is... blue. Because of iron, of course. Alright. Oh, that's the wrong button. I do not want to connect rolling stock. I want to hoover up electric furnaces. Let's just get like 100 of them. We'll find a use for them eventually. Or we could have 81 of them. Okay, we'll hang around for a minute and gather the rest. It does talk faster and do game speed times 2. Talking about maths while on stream is a calculated error. Good work, Rick. Good work. Rap God. Oh god, no. I can't talk that fast. I mean, I can talk sort of fast because I've had to do that for the sped up Factorio videos in the past, doing the post commentary to make sure I keep up with everything that's happening. I've had to talk quick, but I don't know. Not while I'm also having to stream. Also, that inserter is over my head. Developers, I'd like to report a texture bug. I think it's because it's like I'm right on the threshold of where it can tell that I'm... Oh no, no, what? How is this the case? How is this a... Really? How is this still an issue in this day and age for Factorio? Factorio is so, like, well optimized and put together and carefully fixed and everything, and then suddenly... Inserters don't... Inserters overlap the player wherever you're standing. What? Ruins everything I've ever known. How will I go on knowing that, that those textures don't work right? Speaking of sped up Factorio videos, what's this at? Do you mean what speed is this at, or what is the situation with sped up videos? Because that second one is a good question. I'm bad at things. Just gonna get like 4 stacks of blue belts, and then we might start using them over at the outpost. It'll help deal with the catastrophic splitter nightmare if we just have a few blue belts instead of a million yellow belts in a mess. Oh, one more. There we go. Now I can leave. Now I'm physically able to leave. Oh, here we go. Can we catch it? Can we catch it? Can we catch it? Aha! Perfect. And here we are. Do I have inserters on me? I have 1. Whoops. And I don't have... Okay, hold on. Getting back on the train. Gotta get some iron, I think? I don't know. Let's just start crafting. There we go. That's 50, I think. Cough towns, cough. At some point. I'll get back to it. Sorry. I need to get back on the normal video production wagon, because recently everything's been streams or collab video edited, well, cut up VODs and stuff like that, and I've got too used to doing things that way recently. I never quite adjusted to the new PC, is part of it. And then what I was doing on the new PC, I stopped doing, and that is a hint. Because I'm thinking that I might start doing a certain thing again. I'm not going to say what yet, because I'm still deciding. And I'm not going to count my chickens till they've hatched, but there's a thing I'm thinking of doing soon. Gonna be fun. At some point, TM. Yeah, that's my YouTubing in a nutshell. Yeah, we picked up those. What do we need? Iron and gears, of course. Let me just shut down the factory for a little bit. There we go with that, and we've got another one to do. I think this is the last one we can manage. Our stack inserters will be excellently fast. Was there ever a finish for living with biters? There was. I did a live stream where I demonstrated the issue that I ran into, where the biters suddenly just started wrecking everything. I can't remember if I put that live stream at the end of the playlist. I meant to. I may have forgotten. I'll have to find the live stream. But a while back I did a stream where I demonstrated the issue there. I probably should have done a proper video to address it, but I just sort of was hoping at some point it'd get fixed and I could just carry on anyway or something like that. Real Factorio Pro builds his rocket entirely out of stone. Bender must live in Valve time. Well, yeah, didn't you notice the Rail Tutorial Part 3 never came out? Oh dear. By something he's thinking of, he means something recorded 6 months ago that will be released in 7 years. Yeah, something like that. It's probably not on the playlist, I'll be honest. Knowing me, I probably was like, I should put that on a playlist. And then somewhere along the line that turned into, I bet I put that in the playlist. Okay, that's another 50 of those. I'll probably make like 200. You always need more fast inserters, so it's not like making more than I need is gonna cause a major issue. And gotta wait for another 50 to turn up. In the meantime, more hoovering. Iron for the Iron Gods, gears for the Gear Throne. What if Bentham is Valve? Oh, if only. Oh, I'd be so rich. I would just have all of the money. The key is trying to make a video so fast that it goes in reverse. A video that goes quicker than the speed of light? Yeah, I know that's not how that works. Okay, and yoink, and there we go. That's 200 fast inserters. Something to be getting on with. Or enough to be getting on with, even. Those are the basic inserters I want the fast ones. So I was getting the basic ones and I was turning them into fast ones. To save slightly on time. There we go. We're pretty decent for supplies. Gonna go with it. Let's go. I would like if YouTube would show how long it takes until one reaches the live state when watching at a faster speed. Here's a neat trick. It is if you watch at double speed, it's however much time has passed so far. So if the stream is at the half-hour mark when you turn up, and then you watch at double speed from the beginning, it'll take 15 minutes to get to that point. But by that time, I will have moved 15 minutes ahead, so it'll take another 7.5 minutes to get to that point. Then it'll take another 3 3/4 minutes, something like that. the time will halve and halve and halve over and over again, and the thing about anything that halves and halves over and over again is that basically you can just round it up to twice the original number. So because it takes 15 minutes to catch up to the point where I was when you started catching up, then just double that to half an hour, and so if I'm half an hour into the stream, it takes half an hour to catch up with the stream. And I probably explained that terribly, and you probably can only understand what I just said if you already know it, so I'm sorry. But take my word for it, if the stream is half an hour in, then it will take half an hour to catch up at double speed. I don't know what it is at 1.5 speed. I would guess that it is 1.5 times how long, but it could be worse than that actually. Yeah, if you're 10 minutes behind, it takes 10 minutes. Maths is neat. It's the, what is it? It's the Achilles and the tortoise thing, or whatever it was. Old Greek philosophy thing, because that was how all maths started out. Maybe I did that too soon there, because I can still do this. There we go, 4 of them. But yeah, someone was like, if a tortoise is walking somewhere, and Achilles or some important athlete tries to follow it, then when it gets to where the tortoise won't be there anymore, so we'll have to go further. But by the time it gets to where the tortoise is then it will have moved again. And the idea was that therefore he would never ever catch up with the tortoise. The issue being that the only way that would actually work is if time continually slowed down as Achilles tried to chase the tortoise, which conveniently isn't true. Oh, damn it. I like multiples of 4. And the game is robbing me of them. It's my own fault. I put this belt here. Don't know what I'm saying. Let's just, like... hold on. Move this out of the way, just, like, completely. And this was then applied in a Discworld novel. I can't remember which one. I think it was Small Gods. Yeah, I think it was Small Gods. That's one of my favourites, Small Gods. Just for the concept. I loved the concept. But in Small Gods, there's a guy who tries shooting an arrow at a tortoise with the idea that the arrow will never catch up with the tortoise because the tortoise is moving away from it. And he just ended up with lots of tortoises on the ends of arrows. There we go. So, Zeno's paradoxes, yes. Except it wasn't a paradox because you had to assume that time was continually slowing down for it to work, right? I mean, surely he knew this. Was it a joke paradox? Who knows? Wow, this is... We're nearly done. We've just got these 4 left now, haven't we? We actually need to prioritize the... coal supply for the trains now. I'm just gonna... all of this is irrelevant at this point. You could just remove all the... Oh, I've made a complete mess. Oh, I shouldn't mess with belts while I've got no inventory space. This was a mistake. Oh, no. Oh, hello, we've got damage. Okay. Fighters are going ham on that particular bit of wall. Yeah, what I was trying to do was... You know, we can just put a splitter like there. There we go. And I'm actually going to output priority it to the trains because that's important. And you know what? I'm just going to leave all the rest of that shrapnel there because I've made a mess. It's all gone wrong. I need to place things so that I can actually have some room for anything. So let's just go through this. This will get rid of at least a stack of these. Okay, and then let's put some belts down. Ah. It made little sense in theory and less in practice. He just argues it takes infinite steps. Well, yes, but only because you're calculating it in the dumbest of ways. This will get rid of a couple of stacks of these. I'll zoom out for this. That's going to make this easier. Unless I mess it up. There we go. Now we've got some room to actually do anything. Good. Let's pick up all this rubbish. Can I make it to the end of the belt? No! God damn it. So close. Okay, let's go dump all this. We don't need any of it. That's to do with whether time can be divided into discrete units. At least that was the Aristotelian objective. Hey, don't forget, math now isn't the same as math in the olden days. Fair, fair. It was a lot simpler back then. Good times. Back in those days, as long as you had a bit of time to think and a nice place to sit, you could invent an entire new branch of maths just by spending a day. Nowadays, it's a lot harder because it's all been done already. (450 BC), and that's like Greek times, right? Bentham, you have so much coal, it's like you're planning to play Santa this Christmas. Listen, I'm not gonna waste this, which means I need to mine and store it. I need to hoard the world's coal, and then it can't be burned, and it won't cause global warming. There you go. Saving the world, so you shush. And in the meantime, I'm causing catastrophic pollution on this Ribbonworld. But it's probably fine. It's not fine. The biters hate it. There we go, and then just send them off this way. And connect them up to exactly the same places as before. And then everything's fine. And we can clear out all this old stuff. Imagine if you had to do all math no one knows but by drawing figures with the correct lengths and or areas. What, you mean like before numbers were a thing, or what? Okay, yeah, there was a lot of stuff that was harder to do, but it was easier to do, like, come up with cool math stuff, it was my reasoning. Harder to do any particular bit of maths, but it was very easy to just be like, hey, what if we have grids, and everything's referred to by numbers, and then we can pick any point on that grid with two numbers. And that's how we can define space. And you can't do that sort of thing nowadays, because someone already thought of it. I don't know what I'm talking about. Again, I'm tired. Today. So I decided that I'd start calling them chill streams from now on, because that is what these are going to be. I'm just going to be relaxed. Pootling about in my factory. Without a care in the world. Apart from that I need more iron, because goddamn I always need more iron. There we go. Now we can get us up to some speed. What if we even have enough of these? It's good, we can use up some of the wood that we've been getting. I'm going to do it this way. Slightly easier. We need a belt for this. No. That's a thing. I'm actually going to split this, because this one's being split between two sides anyway, so let's split this one between two sides. Oh, not quite there. There. And there. And then this can go connect up with the other steel line. Somehow. Not sure how. I think we'll move this. We've got some room there. Bring this down just a smidge. Off over this way. Ah! Oh, I borked it all. Fighters are attacking again. Let's see if they cause damage. Found the stream where I look at the Living with Biters save post 0.13. I didn't post the link. Oh yeah, I can't even see. So did you try and post a link and YouTube just didn't let you? Because I can't even see like a notification or anything that you tried and failed to post something. It's just not there. So that's no good. Tell me which stream and I'll add it to the playlist. One of my favourite maths things is that there is a smaller and a larger infinity. Indeed, aren't there endless... Are there infinities? I feel like there might be. I think I heard that somewhere. There we go. Looks like these belts are enough to keep all of these running. Gonna cause a hell of a lot of pollution, but it's probably fine. We've got a long way for the pollution to go before it reaches any biters. And it's still not a full belt of steel. You'd need 5 full belts of iron ore to get a full belt of steel, so it's not a surprise. Countable and uncountable. There are even an infinite amount of different sized infinities. Yeah, I thought so. Gets very confusing. Too confusing for me to comprehend. Gotta watch a Vsauce video to have a clue. The usual thing when you can't work a thing out is like, does Vsauce covered this? They probably made it make sense. And also told me 20 other random tangentially related fascinating facts at the same time. I'm just put in mind of the one they did about how a sphere could be turned into 6 different spheres by like duplicating the points but not or something. And you could just create extra spheres out of thin air from one sphere. And that was weird. That was confusing. Slowly working through this thing. In fact, I think we can work through it a bit quicker. Whoops. Oh dear. No, we've got a bunch of iron ore just on us. That's useless. 2 years ago. Yeah, that sounds about right. Factorio multiplayer stream part 1. Oh, was that the one where I had 2 guests on? Oh, who was it? It was Paper Plane, right? And I can't even remember the name of the other one. Oh, that was so long ago. So was that the same stream? Did I start by showing off Living with Biters and then I switched to doing multiplayer? I have vague memories of that time. I think that's what happened. Time does fly. It's weird and scary. Like, I covered the launch of World Trading Company. And that's now lowered in price and been on sale and all sorts since then. And that was, I think it was over 3 years ago. Oh, it's so long. How did this happen? What to do now? There's really not much to do. Let's do braking force, because we have trains, so it's more relevant than some of the other things on that list. Okay, I'm thinking this. And then what we can do is this. Ah. There we go. And then we have these two roll onto there. They go off out that way. We clear out this because it's useless now. And then let's do this. Bring it around like that. So those four go onto that side, and these four go onto that side. So we've managed to get 8 miners on this. And they'll all last for a while, like the smallest one is 1.9. Awesome, nice. And that's the stuff I love about, like, miner optimizing, is coming up with weird and wacky ways to get that little bit extra out of them. Bentham, you're middle-aged. I don't... Perception of time speeds up when the perceived middle of your life is like when you're 20 or something. Oh, okay, so I'm middle-aged by that estimation. I'm a young'un overall, but older every day. The steel still isn't, like, building up at all. We need more steel. It's being allotted here. I mean, these are... Oh, they're not actually full. Yeah, they're... The steel usage is actually fairly high then, because, like, our iron's a mess, and yet we're still apparently using a fair chunk of steel. Huh. Yeah, we've still not got this iron thing sorted. Actually, the belts are looking fantastic now. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay. Right, what I'm going to do then is... there we go. I'm going to go back to the base. I'm going to start using blue belts. Older every minute, technically. Yes, yes. You have to... If you want to point it out, so TikTok. Okay, jeez. Don't remind me of the constant passage of time. Everything's always running out. Oh god. It's actually it does actually get really grim if you think too much about it. I'm gonna distract myself with games. Story of my life. Yeah, I'm gonna make this all blue. That's gonna get our smelters running quicker, and then hopefully I've got enough belts to run down to the main bus. And actually a ways along that so that we can make use of the iron. And at some point we need to make the iron smeltery bigger. Because I think it's built for red belts right now. I'm gonna make this blue, because what even is that anyway? Doop, doop, doop. Oh, this belt stopped. Huh. Ah. Because these have priority. Okay. Good, good. Right, just run this up to there. Wait, are there YouTube emotes for the clock at every hour? Is that every half hour even? Oh my god. Who did this? I mean, I guess that's a decent thing to do with emotes, actually. Just like showing someone a picture of a clock, being like, when the clock looks like that, that's the time. Can't go wrong with that. Okay, so far so good, but we're running out of blue. We're not going to get it to, like, anywhere beyond the smelters. Why is there a... I like holdovers from old systems. It's just, why is there a splitter here with priority on it? Why did I do this? I did it here as well. Here we go. And I've got 33 belts left. Oh dear. Well, let's just run them along. And then I'll go get more. God, I didn't need an existential crisis by coming here. Yeah, it's best not to think about. The question is, why is the last half hour of work taking so long? Because you're watching the clock, and a watched clock never boils. Wait. Oh, did I just see the power being not right, or was I looking at the radar? No, the power's looking alright. It's ramped up a little bit recently. All the new smelters I built. Wow, yeah, look at the smelting power consumption went up quite significantly. Oh, how's the storage there? I completely forgot about it. Oh, it stopped. Damn nuts. So, actually, a lot of the miners are still running, because we're using 4 belts of it, actually. That's not too bad. Still looks like we need some storage to keep the whole thing running. I want to try and keep it all running if possible. Also, whoops, I let the copper stop. That's no good. We're not that far away. We need to be on the ball with this. Oh, look at that, it filled up. Okay. That's good news. The gears build up? They maybe did, but I've ruined that now, so I'm actually going to increase the capacity to 5 stacks, because now I need to sit here and wait, really, to get enough to be getting on with. Those clocks are just default Unicode emoji, I think. A watch clock does indeed not boil. That's fair, yeah. Tachypsychia. I guess, yeah, that's I haven't heard that one, actually. But I guess that means the idea that paying attention to the passage of time makes it seem slower. But that's not as cool as chronostasis. Chronostasis is the coolest time-based vision effect, which is the stopped clock illusion. So if you've ever seen a ticking clock or anything like that, and you've glanced at it, and it seemed like for a moment the clock has stopped, that is the stopped clock illusion, and it's a very cool thing. Thank you very much, Alexander Dmitrovich, remembered your name, for that 40 ruble super chat. Octopus Chicken. And there go the coins. Oh, you've sent... There's been many silver casualties. 3 silver ones. 1 managed to just hang on. He's sworn revenge for his fallen silver coin brothers. And he will have it. Interesting choice of emotes, Octopus Chicken, but okay, I'll go with it. Yeah, chronostasis is where when you look at the second hand of a clock and it seems like it's frozen and it doesn't tick for more than a second. That is because, and this is mind-blowing, that is because you're actually not looking at it for the first period of time when you think you're seeing it. What happens is your eye moves, and while your eye is moving, everything's blurred. Now you may think, hold on a minute, everything's not blurred when my eye moves. When I glance from one place to another, I don't see a horrific, messy blur of everything moving that I can't interpret. That's because your brain erases it from your memory. Every time you glance somewhere, your brain erases the portion of your visual memory for the duration of your eye movement and replaces it with whatever it can imagine is supposed to be there. And it fills the gap in from the front and the back. So when your eye moves, it fills in a bit of time after the movement as your eye not having moved yet, and then a bit of the time after the movement as your eye having arrived before it did. And it fills it in with what the eye sees when it arrives. It revises your memory. It's hard to describe, and I'm sure that scientifically I'm not describing it in a very correct manner. But basically, your eye revises your memory with what it sees at the end of the movement, which is the frozen the clock, but it's frozen because it doesn't know to apply motion to it or whatever. It doesn't know that the clock should have been one tick back, so it tells you that it's where it is right now. And I'm not describing this well. It doesn't help that I'm tired. But thank you very much, Iron Capper, also for that $5 super chat. Silver coin revenge! Yes, bury the gold coins under the mountain of silver. The gold will not prevail. Yeah, our brains lie to us. Oh, hello. Oh, my frames. My frames! Frames, what are you doing, frames? I just lost many of them. Why did that happen? Yeah, our brains... One didn't even make it? Wait, do you mean that two made it but one didn't? Or... I didn't get to see. But yeah, our brains fill in the time and we're like, oh, you've been looking at this the whole time, honest. And so your brain sees it frozen, like a fake memory of the clock at that second, and then you see it for a full second, and you're like, that was more than a second overall before that ticked. And that's because some of that time, you weren't actually looking at that clock. Your brain just told you that you did. So if that made any sense, then your mind is now mush, and you can't trust your eyes anymore. Congratulations. By the way, if you've never found your blind spot, that's a fun thing to do. Close one eye. Place your thumb at arm's length in front of you, level with your eye. Then slowly move your thumb off to the side. But keep looking forwards. And if you manage to pay attention and you get the positioning right, you will spot the point where your thumb straight up vanishes into a hole that your brain tells you isn't there. And your brain just like pastes over it with what it thinks should be there and tells you that there's not a hole in your vision. Eyes are great. And thank you very much for that 40 ruble super chat. Educational Factorio with mangled pork. And that's what this has turned into. I occasionally go on this rant in various places, like in... Oh, there we go. Oh, that was a good counterattack by the gold coins. 3 more silver coins have been lost. You thought I had that one time, but my watch was on a magnet and not working. The problem is it's really hard to just, like, set it off. But it's really easy for it to just happen naturally. So if you never had the stopped clock illusion happen, put random things around your room that have little flashing lights on them. Get accustomed to how quickly they flash, and then forget about them. And then at some point you'll glance over and be like, has that stopped flashing? Oh no, there it goes. And you'll be like, wait, it just happened. The thing just happened. I have it with my microphone. My microphone has a mute button. When you press it, it flashes. Whenever I'm not streaming, I press the mute button. And so it's constantly a little flashing thing off to the side of my desk. And sometimes I look over at it, and it looks like it's frozen. I'm like, oh, is it not muted? Or I'm like, is it broken because the light's just off and that can't happen? And I'm like, oh, nope, stone clock illusion. There we go. Once you know it's a thing, you will see it so often. And it's so weird. And every time that happens, you know that some of the time you were looking at that clock wasn't real. Your brain was just telling you that you were looking at the clock the whole time. So anyway, Factorio. What was I doing? I was picking up blue belts so I can continue working on the iron line. Oh wow. Yeah, the gear supply is gone. So I'm just gonna grab what's there. You know what I can do? I can probably put some of these in. It's going to save a little bit in the way of gears, because they can just go straight to the blue belts and not be needed for the yellow belts first. Yeah, that's why you have 2 eyes. Well, there are many reasons you have 2 eyes. Basically just an advantage of you having 2 eyes that it means that your blind spots aren't a problem. The stop clock illusion doesn't happen if it ticks loudly enough. Your brain knows it should have moved even if it doesn't have the visual information. That's something I haven't heard before and sounds very cool and plausible. God, brains are weird. Wasn't there an XKCD about it? Probably. There's an XKCD for everything. Fireflies sometimes synchronize with a flashing light someone set. That's neat. Now for our next lesson, we're going to talk about false memories. Oh god. False memories are scary. But we've all had them, whether we realize it or not. That's something I'm less well versed on though. I didn't take the memory courses, I took the vision courses, because eyes are so cool. And thank you very much again for that 40 ruble super chat. Brains are weird, unlike computers. Let's watch the coins. What do they do? Or have I missed them? I might have missed them already. I think they're on their way. Eventually. Every time I wait for a super chat, it takes forever. Wait, no, it's the slow time. A watched super chat never drops. And again, every single time those 3 gold coins go in, it gets rid of exactly 3 silver ones. How does this keep happening? What is your secret? Memory's all made up. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. Right, now we're in business. Once this is connected up to the main bus and getting to places that are using it up, or at least getting to places where it's split up into more belts, then production will rise. Right now the belts are the bottleneck, as they have been for a while. In fact, just doing one of these should fix it, technically. As long as we do all this. That should do it. But just to be sure, we'll do it on the other side too. Thanks, Bentham. I was running a script controlling my mouse to do some work for me and forgot about it as I was doing the blind spot thumb thing. Messed it up when I went to comment about it. Oh no, Featherblade, I'm sorry. What have I done? But cool vision science, though. It was totally worth it, right? Did you find your blind spot? See, Factorio is a brain game. It makes you talk about brains. XKCD 1080. I'm going to look it up. XKCD 1080. Visual field. Oh yeah, he just went ham. That's just all of the visual science. Yeah, you got your blind spots there. Where's the stop clock illusion, or is it just blind spots? At a glance, I only see the blind spot stuff. I don't see the stuff about chronostasis. I feel like he might have done one on that, but it's less likely. And there's a Wikipedia page on it, and that's got like an animation that might help you to understand. If my explanation was useless, which is entirely possible. And indeed likely. Right, now we need to upgrade the copper, really, but I'm going to have to do the entire belt going all the way back to the deposit. Which I don't know if I can really do. But there we go, this is fixed now. Look at that. What we can actually do is make more of these assemblers. Oh, I've got one spare of those, apparently. Oh well. Oh, hold on, are these running? Oh, they are running at full speed. Never mind, for a second I thought they weren't. But of course, inserter stack size bonus applies to standard inserters to a small degree. So they're transporting at least 2 items at once right now. So there's not an issue with needing more inserters. Right, there we go, a bit more gear production. And we can take this further. We want to run some blue belts here, because it is actually going to make a difference. Going to get us more gears being produced. There we go. Because right now, there's more than enough iron. We have fixed it. It's close, actually. We're using practically all of it. But because the belt is full, and that means we can do more. Oh no, wait, we can't, because this belt is also full. So we're going to have to make the gear belt blue if we want to get any more out of that then. Which is not a bad idea, really. Because making the gear belt blue will mean there are more belts. So it pays for itself. Oh, stop clock is the alt text. Ah, on the XKCD. Oh yeah, he's like he can't explain it in an alt text. So just Google stopped clock illusion, and watch your mind explode. Thank you very much for another 40 ruble super chat. Good night, have fun. Are you leaving? Do you have to go? Are you saying good night to other people? I don't know, because other people are leaving, right? Whatever. Thank you very much, either way. And there they go, and Alexander wept for there were no more worlds to conquer, because there's only like a handful of silver coins, and they're buried under so many gold coins that there is nothing left to defeat. Right, I have so many yellow belts now. So we'll never have to... At least I'll never have to craft any again at this rate. Gonna dump them everywhere that I can. Doop, do. Oh, and there's one. There. Everything's fine. Haven't got too much in the way of undergrounds and stuff as well. I'll only get rid of some of these because I still want undergrounds. Well, I still want yellow belt stuff in general, even. There we go. Okay. And yoink. And let's go upgrade this gear belt. Now, people are talking about coding and IT stuff now, and this is getting beyond me. Funnily enough, I'm not good at computery stuff. The thing is, though, that I'm pretty sure that I'm good at understanding how computers work, but I don't know, like, any coding languages or anything about how, like, a PC is actually put together. I just get the idea of how computer logic functions, and that's as far as it goes. And I probably should have done more with that. I probably should have learned, like, any code and stuff like that, and I probably could have made good use of that, especially considering I play Factorio basically for a living. Which is the computeriest of games. Or the programming-iest of games, maybe. More braking force research, and there's more to do, so let's just carry on researching how to make trains stop quicker. It's important science, or it would be if they actually stopped for me, which they don't. But it does make train journeys slightly quicker because they can continue accelerating for longer before they have to start slowing down for a stop. Does mean that you use up more fuel overall, actually. It makes your trains less fuel efficient because they brake later. Because the way the Factorio trains work, they're always accelerating or braking. Except when they're at top speed, and even then I think they're just still putting the gas on at full pelt. Right, this should already be helping, because we've had bits siphon off the gears, so the fact that it's still filling a yellow belt at this point is a demonstration of that. But let's continue. So I'm not being efficient with my undergrounds. I forgot about that. Swap this one out. Gotta make good use of the space. So made a fully functional computer and Factorio circuits. Oh, I know. I know that's being done. I don't know what the best computer in Factorio so far is, but I know that sort of thing has happened, and I've seen some of them. It's like Minecraft all over again. Have we made a Factorio computer that can play Pokemon with a display yet, though? That's important. I've got very behind on chat. Yeah, I know it's never too late to learn. I think I just don't have the staying power to learn things like that, I think. It like takes too long to get to a point where I can do the things I would want to do with it, and I'm too impatient, probably. Understanding logic is a big part of it. Yeah, I think that means that I probably should look into learning that, because I feel like my brain's wired right to get it. It's just that I'm missing a important key component of knowledge. No, we can't extend this one. Oh no. Fine, we'll have to be inefficient then. We can do it here at least. Almost there, but I don't think we have quite... Oh no, we should have enough belts actually. Oh yeah, we totally do. So there. And then doop doop. I'm just filling all the belts in here with blue. Now this is inefficiency with underground. It's fine. And there we go. Gear supply perfect. And now, yeah, it's just full. It's just going to run full speed. No, it isn't. It's not going to run full speed. I need some stack inserters, and I don't know why I ever thought I wouldn't. There we go. Now we're in business. That's presumably enough. Yeah, how's this doing? Holding up, it seems. Yeah, that one's doing alright. Oh, hello. Oh, we've got power things. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so... Oh. Why has our coal power stayed the same and our nuclear power risen? That suggests to me that we're not making full use of our steam engines. And indeed, we are not. Okay, gotta do something about that then. Right, so we can fix this then. It's not a major power crisis. There we go, there's all the gears gone. I thought that might happen in a second. No more gears. Who needs those? Yep, and the iron's running full speed too. All the smelters are going. Yep, so we've reached the limit of the system. How's the copper doing? It seems to be okay, actually, which is weird. It looks like it's running down, but I guess it's only running down on one side, so it's working out overall? I don't really know. It seems like it should be things that aren't going full speed that are copper-based, but I don't actually see anything. It's all fine. Huh. A little bit of a frame drop. Oh, was there? I don't know if I've lost any more frames. There was a period where I was talking about the stop clock illusion and suddenly we were dropping frames everywhere, so that was probably weird. MATLAB. I've used MATLAB once or twice. I think I did like a single seminar on it once. I think the entire purpose was to program an Arduino to do cool stuff with a RGB LED. For a vision course, because everything I did was vision courses, because I took every vision course I could get my hands on in my degree, because eyes are cool. The one thing I did use was... What was it called? Was it called R? It was called R something. It was like a special There was like a language called R, and there was a special branch of it, which is what we used because it was for psychology-based stats or something. I need a few more. I don't know why I'm actually blue belting this now I think about it, but I'm doing it. You can't stop me. It's too late. There. Don't know why I did that. Yeah, everyone said that MATLAB was the worst. R is even more weird. It was a bit weird. R was weird. And I've forgotten how it works now. But I learned it because I had to for a course, and then I forgot it again. But it was called R something. Or something R, and I can't think what it was. Yeah, it did the things you needed it to do for psychology stats. And that was all we needed it for. So it worked out okay. We need lights here. I haven't put any down. Just put them in the corners. That'll look nice. Oh, no, I've ruined it. Okay, that's... Shush. Pay no attention to the slightly askew lights. Oh, I can fix it. There we go. Now it's neat. Our studio might have been... No, but that's... Hang on, that's not... That would just be... How you... Never mind. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how languages work. Maybe it was just R. Because R studio is what we use, but that's just like the way that you use R, right? Or something. Yeah, the language is just called R, which is weird. Why? Whose idea was it to be like, I'm going to make this programming language with a specific purpose? I mean, he's like, what are you going to call it? I don't know. I can't think of a good name. Something snappy, something simple. Let's throw a dartboard at the alphabet. Let's throw a dart at the alphabet. SPSS, that was a thing. That was a program. That was a goddamn pain to use at times. Once you got it working, it was lovely. But trying to work out where the particular test you needed was just hellish. Right, this belt is dead now, and that's probably a problem. Oh, that's definitely a problem. Are we not getting plastic anymore? Yeah, the plastic supply might be about to die because there's no coal. It's just gone. There's no coal. Oh dear. What do we do about this? I'm gonna do this, but that's not gonna help anything, really. That works, right? Yep, you can insert from a miner onto the outside of an underground belt. Don't question it. Your brain will explode. Let's call it something that will be hard to Google. Syntax of R has some very weird quirks, if I remember correctly. Yeah, probably. It was weird. I remember it being weird. What I'm thinking is that we reverse this. We've got vast amounts of coal being stored out here, but this is miles away. And then news, I got to the beginning of fall on my Stardew Valley save, and I got married to Shane on fall the 1st. I really rushed straight to marrying him. That's you married someone in Stardew Valley on the 1st of fall? Of the first year? He must have been terrified of you in those first couple weeks. Like, who is this person and why are they trying to date me? They moved in yesterday. What's happening? Yeah, I'm gonna start unloading this coal because it's easier than bringing in the coal by train. Back over there. Oh, nope, don't do that. Oh dear. Curious to see how long this lasts, considering it's not a mine, it's a temporary supply. Right, here we go, and we'll just put a splitter here. And then reverse these. Grab all this gubbins. Oh. Again, we're leaving crap on the ground, and I'm running out of slots to dump stuff in. And I'm just putting off dealing with the problem, and it's just going to get worse. Okay, and then we just run this way. And then that's just the supply, isn't it? Yeah, so we can just cut that out of the equation. And oh, I did weird stuff here. Forget the weird stuff. Just do this. And then just run this up to, like, here. And then we'll just cut the... Oh, mess. Oh, dear. Okay, what can I just, like, scrap? Or something. I'm gonna run over here. I think the problem is basically fixed. I just need to clean up the mess. Right, you go in there. Why do I even have you? And this. And these. Keep picking up bits of plastic. Well, am I a fish? Let's get productivity modules out of the way. A couple of key things that need them. Oh, we can get rid of the wood. That'll help. Oh, it's really awkward because I've got to go into the menu to grab them like this. I could swap stuff around, but whatever. Okay, there we go. Now I can just dump more stuff. Why do I have standard concrete? Why? How? Where? When? Go away. Don't need this. And I've got a single fast underground belt. Where did I get that? Oh, God. Oh, I just picked that up, didn't I? That's why everything got ruined. Because I filled up a slot with that. Right, just forget all this. Don't need it. Oh, not more of this. Here, have some coal. It'll help. Dump all the coal we have right now. Burn the wood in your engines. Ah, that's not a bad idea, actually. Able to marry Maru in the middle of summer of the first year, but why? Birthday's in spring, so it helps gift-wise. Getting someone to dance with you at the flower dance increases the friendship too. I feel like power gaming dating Stardew Valley characters just seems wrong to me. What's even the point? Like, what do you gain from getting married so soon in Stardew? Okay, let's try and clear this mess away. Probably shouldn't really, because it's a useful thing that I might need in the future, but I've done it now, so there we go. Do you have all achievements in Factorio on Steam? Not quite. Let's have a look. Let's go through the list. So, there's a locomotive. Funnily enough, I've done that achievement. Probably did that first, before anything else. All processing, all technologies, finish the game, trigger attack by pollution, 100 machines using robots, construct more machines using robots than manually. That was a challenge. I had to cheese that. I didn't just get that by playing the game. I was like, hey bots, build me 10,000 wooden chests, then deconstruct them and build them again. Repeat until I get the achievement. Deconstruct 100 objects. By the player by logistics bots. By the player with 10,000 items by logistics bots. That was automatically got. Have a train plan a path 1,000 tiles or longer. I'm pretty sure I loaded saves and got that instantly. Killed by a moving locomotive, of course, rite of passage. Survive a hit of 500 damage or more. Getting revenge for the previous achievements. Getting a track like a pro, build a locomotive within the first 90 minutes of the game. I mean, what did you expect? Like, do you expect anything less from me? 10,000 electronic circuits, 1 million electronic circuits, 20 million electronic circuits. That one took a while. I don't think it was intentional either. I think that just happened. Somehow. 1,000 advanced circuits per hour, 10,000 advanced circuits per hour, 25,000 advanced circuits per hour. When did I do that? Jeez. 500 processing units per hour, 1,000 processing units per hour, 5,000 processing units per hour, 20,000 iron plates, 200,000 iron plates, 400,000 iron plates per hour, 10 gigajoules per hour of power, 10 spawners by impact, 10,000 trees burned. Yeah, that was an accident. 100 trees by impact, 100 combat robots. I did, lazy bastard. I went just for the achievement. I went through the rigmarole of doing that again off camera, just because I needed to have that. And I've won the game without solar panels and without laser turrets. Those also accidental. Didn't intend to get those and then completed the game and got them. I've got a weird thing with laser turrets. I barely ever use them. Got so long and thanks for all the fish. Don't have logistics network embargo, but it's still on the table. We could do that with Ribbonworld. It's possible. But I might not bother, because I always use active providers for like the very end of the game before you launch the rocket. Usually to transport items to the rocket silo. And then I never get the achievement. So many times I could have got that and then I haven't. And I'm not a speedrunner. I never try and run through the game. You may have noticed that I'm always slow and steady and having fun and unlocking all the research. So if I went for it, I'm sure I could do 15 hours. I don't know if I could manage 8. I don't know that I know how to do it. I don't know that I can... even if I apply myself, I think it's going to take a few goes before I ever achieve that. Maybe we'll go for it one day. Maybe I'll make a series where I try and get There Is No Spoon. But it's just not my thing. I just don't... that's not why I play the game. I don't need to be quick. Welcome, Caesar. Glad you could make it. I'm afraid we're towards the end now, though. Gotta get those wife benefits. What are the wife benefits? Are there even... I don't know what they are. I don't think I've ever married anyone in Stardew. I always, like, get bored before I've reached that point. And stop playing. Because I'm just like that. I'm the worst. Marrying someone means they water your crops. Oh wow, really? Is that what it is? You can get the Junimo to do that, though. I mean, it takes longer, but... Power gaming dating should be his tagline for Stardew, honestly. He's really not doing that good a job, though. Like, if he really applied himself, he probably could have married someone by now, but he's a mess. He's just a mess. Tried to beat you by marrying his favourite before him. I could probably do it too, it'd be quite funny. I think his is Maru. Or energy for the mines and stuff. Oh, that's just so grim. That's just so cold. So I gotta get a wife so that they can water the crops and I can go mine. Oh god. There needs to be an achievement for not using any red inserters. You mean red inserters? Long-armed inserters? That'd be a horrifying achievement. There's so many things that just need that. I vote Graveyard Keeper Liam Daly because I've never played Caves of Cud or U4. The multiplayer world speed record is less than 90 minutes for Factorio. Yeah, I saw that. That was cool. They knew what they were doing. That was a coordinated, like, professional team effort. When I saw that. I'm actually gonna redistribute these a bit because it seems like we've got plenty of coal spare right now from here. So let's get that running a bit quicker. Also, goddammit, gonna dump coal in wherever I can. There. So power should be fine now. Yeah, we've got some capacity to it. That said, we're still not that far off the upper limit of the reactor. We've got a bit more for the steam. Thought Josh called dibs on Maru. I don't know who's doing what. I have legit over 20 plots of 9 crops. Well, we blummin' do now, if you saw the stream yesterday. And tomorrow, I'm going to be playing Stardew Valley again with the team. And telling them how terrible they are. For what they did to my poor farm. And my poor plans. Just wanted to run a farm, damn it. Ruined everything. They made such a mess of the crops, it's so bad. They mixed crops like multiple different crops on one plot. Oh, it's the worst. It's the point of a plot if you just like randomly put stuff on them. There are actual viable ways without needing long-armed inserters, probably, but it's a pain. Okay, anyway, so we got the power fixed. Like all this is just shut down now because we're outsourcing our steel. Whoops, again with the middle mouse clicking for no reason. How these doing? Most of the miners are running. It's not actually that bad. 2.2 million though still, and we need to do something about the copper. I haven't done anything with that. That's a problem. Let's go over there and do some work. Let's get some more storage. There we go. Get 2 stacks of steel chests. That should be plenty. Oh, this copper is looking bad. That's looking bad. It's definitely not enough now. Oh dear. I know it is actually. How does this keep happening? Why is there still enough copper? I don't understand. It must be running down, surely. And yet it doesn't really seem to be. I don't get it. I don't understand why it's fine. I think I saw the moment where Bentham's heart broke during that stream rewatch. I captured some good faces of me and Josh for that thumbnail. I was quite proud of that. S-Lines is looking alrightish at the moment. Alrightish is the best we can hope for right now, really. I think an unattended E is worse than Sheepy. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, he is. I think I've forgiven Sheepy all his transgressions after having dealt with the E. Playing Stardew Valley for like 3 months. It's been now. Getting a decent supply of belts now, look at that. I need to get rid of more the yellow ones, I feel like. Also, get rid of those. Yeah, then we need to get rid of a bunch of these. There we go. And the same for the splitters. There. Now we're okay. Let's get some more of these. I feel like we'll need them. Okay, let's go back to the outposts and get some more storagey stuff going. Definitely need it for the copper. Don't know where I'm going to put it. There's definitely not enough space. I guess we keep adding more columns off in this direction. Oh dear. Yeah, let's get to it. This is the priority right now. Can I push this at all? I totally can. What do we got? Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, we'll leave it at that then. Nice round number. Stick with that. I'm just going to push it like another 2 or something, but 16 is it's 4 times 4. What better number could you ask for? And there's some science. More of that science. I'm just filling out the remaining purple science stuff now. Whoops. I like to randomly press buttons on my mouse, and it's dumb. Maybe I'll talk about that sometime, but this should keep the copper running for a good long while, but we need more. We must future-proof it. Destroy the forest. Ow. Clear more trees, make more storage. Okay, 1, 2, 3, there. And let's, for now, space these. Because we don't have enough chests, if nothing else. I can make a few more, but not enough to really do anything. Oops. We'll have our next storage places prepared. So that as soon as these are filled, we can move straight on. And what we can do, these aren't all running, is we can employ some blue belts. There we go, just turn it all blue and that'll probably make it work. There we go. Da, da, da. There we go. And maybe we want stack inserters, but it's probably good enough just to have a blue belt running the length of it, and then... Yeah, they're grabbing it all, it's fine. At some point it'll stop working, but for now it works. Oh, no, we've messed this up. There, now it's working. Awesome, and in a minute this'll, yep, it'll stop being 2 full blue belts anyway, as everything runs down and gets fully operational. This one's good enough, that'll work. Okay, onwards. I was going to say onwards and upwards, but you can't go up. It's a Ribbonworld. Onwards and rightwards. Oh, I see you over there. Oh, and you as well. Very stealthy. Hello to you, Rudy. I'm afraid you're maybe a little bit too late. Oh, wow. Well, we sorted out the coal then. One last thing we can do. Let's get this to 2 instead of 1. Will be sorted out very, very soon. Awesome. And still a fair chunk of space. Right, let's go grab all the steel. Ever. Because we need it. Wow, there's no limits on these. They could fill it with so much steel. Horrifying amounts of steel. Oh, we didn't even pick up that much. We need more. More steel. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Can make 1 stack. Not enough. More steel. You know what? Maybe we don't need more storage. Maybe we just need more smelters. This still isn't enough steel. Not acceptable. I'm gonna go get more steel. I'm gonna get more smelters. 12. So it's basically 1 stack per column. Lovely. I'm gonna see we're working through this. Good. I did like the thumbnail for the Stardew React. Yeah, I've been playing around recently with a couple of neat thumbnail tricks, trying to be a little bit more professional. Because recently I've gone to the habit of just like always having the same structure: game logo, my logo, screenshot from the game of an interesting moment. And I started doing slightly more wacky things, like in that recent No Man's Sky video, you might have noticed that the No Man's Sky logo was on a tilt. It was like it was on the side of the big ship, and I was very proud of myself for doing that. And this time I had like cameras in circles and stuff. And recently for the Stardew Valley and also podcast and also web games stream, I did some fancy stuff with like wonky windows like crammed onto the screen, and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just having fun. I'm just experimenting with thumbnail stuff. So they're becoming a bit more neat now, and less formulaic. They'll be completely prepared for it to go formulaic again if I don't have time. Yeah, that's the exact number we need, and this is gonna be ridiculous amounts of steel production. Surely enough steel production is what I'm gonna call it. Hey Bentham, remember that one time when you were really lagging and said when you hear this say hello, and then something like 5 minutes after the stream ended, 8 of us just went hello? Yep, yeah, that was weird. That was the thing that happened. Oh, YouTube. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm making inserters. That's what I wanted. Yoink. Now we've got plenty of iron, so that's lovely. Just let this make another. Actually, I'm gonna make just a stack on my own while I wait for this to fill up. Wacky Works has been working for Mathis. I haven't seen any of Mathis' thumbnails. Now I'm interested. I'll have to go and have a look at what he's been doing recently. Need to rewatch that stream at one point and make some screenshots to make breaking news with. Wait, which stream? I think I'm getting too behind, so now I don't know what stream people are talking about in the chat because I've talked about multiple. What happens when the blue belts don't fix things? We're doomed, basically. We despair. We add more blue belts is the actual answer. Maybe just smelt that copper instead of steel. Oh, uh-oh. No, I don't want to use... I don't want to craft my own circuits. Now I've forgotten what I was responding to. Someone said a thing in chat. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I want to smelt more steel. I think we need more steel anyway. Building up a supply is a good long-term thing. And it's a lot easier to store because it's a fifth of the size. No, actually, it is a 10th because you can stack steel. Actually, how much can you stack steel? Is it 100 or 200? 100. Okay, you can stack steel twice as much as you can stack iron ore, and also 5 iron ore is a steel, so it's 10 times as compressed. So smelting it, then storing it is a decent idea. You apparently stopped being at live for some reason. I guess your connection was having a problem and you ended up falling behind. Yeah, the meta stream about to touch you. I thought we were talking about that, but what do you mean by making use flash stuff out of it or whatever? Okay, is this enough? Inserters. No. Because we need twice as many... No, we need 1.5 times as many inserters as we have furnaces. No, you do have enough. Never mind. I just can't count. Let's make a spare stack anyway. Seems like a good idea. Oh, there you go. No, I've got too many of these. Whoops. Put them back. Okay, that should be plenty. Grab some more circuits. Perfect. Ish. Close to perfect. That'll do it. Okay, let's go. I see a train just left, so we'll just take this blue belt. Actually, I do like copper plates at the moment. But that's as much belts as it is anything else. I need to blue belt that whole section. I forgot about that. Should have done that, really. Oh, well. It's fine. It's not fine. And what I'm gonna do... work out which belts go to here, and I'm gonna blue them. Okay, this here, gonna follow this. Okay, and it goes to here, right. Ah. And I'm just gonna blue all of these, rather than decide what should and shouldn't be blued. Let's be horrifically inefficient with our undergrounds. And we'll also make this one blue. Should be more than enough. Oops. And then we'll be injecting some iron in from here, just in case it needs it. Honestly, might happen. And then this just goes all the way along to here. And thank you very much, Aaron Carperoso, for that $5 super chat. Come watch Bentham blue his base. Good alliteration there. Let's see what happens. The revenge of the silver coins. Will they survive? Will they have their vengeance? Only time will tell. When YouTube eventually processes the super chat, it's gonna happen. Honest. The day will come. There it is. Here come the coins. Will they survive? Oh, one of them's gone. Two of them have lived though. It begins. The revenge. They've settled in. They will offer no ground. They will never surrender. Oh, uh-oh, we have destruction. On the eastern front, the biters are causing damage. We have a turret down, another one under fire. Just gonna have to go over there fairly soon. But also, we could not do that. Which is tempting. Right, this is quite funny. There we go. That should fix that. Nice and simple. How much longer in the stream? Gotta go to work in about half an hour. We'll be done by the time you go to work. We're about to hit the 2-hour mark, which is the beginning of the cutoff for ending the stream. Okay, let's... we actually need some wood. Because we stored all of it in those chests, nearly. We actually have to chop down some trees to get the wood we need for the power poles to run these smelters. So that's neat. Oh, and there goes our pickaxe. I wonder, were we on steel or iron? We're on steel now. Now we must be on steel. For it to have lasted this many streams. We must have had a stack of 5 and we've managed to go through all 5. Nope. Is YouTube trying to post things on your behalf and getting them wrong, MB? What were you trying to post? And how did it end up being 2 hands in the air? Oh, you posted the non-emote version of it. Okay, let's just do logistics stuff, because sure, we don't have them, but why not? That's one column, and then we'll make another column. We're going ham here. Maximum steel production. Our steel shall blot out the sun. Our steel shall pierce the heavens. We will bury our enemies in steel. Okay, let's see if I can get all these right. I need to put lights in all this. Forgot about those. I keep standing where I need to build. Derp. Again. And then these ones. We'll definitely have enough steel after this, that's for sure. Gonna be a pain when I have to move all this because the main bus is over here. Ah. We should have just enough, and then an extra stack, just to be sure. Yep, that should be about right. Yep, awesome. Okay, now belts and power poles forever. Okay, so just run down and do it like this. What if I just... Nah, it doesn't quite work. Well, it might, but the spacing will be wrong and I can't abide by that. So we'll just carry on doing it like this. It doesn't take that long anyway, really. Yeah, this is like a stack of power poles to do this. And last row. Right, this should be enough steel production. I'm pretty sure it was already enough, but this should be enough for other stuff. I don't know. This should be enough to make good use of the iron, I guess. To fully use the ore and get something out of it at the same time. What are we on about now? Maybe a zero width space? What? I need to scroll back through chat. What are you talking about? Oh no, Rank. I'm afraid we're wrapping up very soon. I'm sorry. It happens. There's always going to be people that tune up just towards the end. But conversely, there's always people that will turn up right at the beginning. And the world will stay balanced. Oh, and I've just got a notification that E posted a video, and I'm intrigued because the video is titled Spore Meets Black and White. I'm in. I'm 100% in. I will have to look into this. Okay, how do we deal with this? Like, I don't know how many furnaces each belt supports. I can't remember the numbers. I think it's 36, which is plenty. I think technically one of these can support this, this, and this. And the other one can support this, this, and this. And then we need another blue belt. We need 3 of them. Hello, Fumbler welcome to the stream. Sorry that you made it right at the end. Alas. I'm actually gonna do some messing about here just to make this, like, easier. I'm gonna send the belt this way after it's done. And then cut this. And then turn this into just a full blue belt going that way. And we can move this up a lot, really. That might help deal with spacing issues in places. And then this one can go up here. I might have the numbers right. I don't really know. Could be a load of rubbish. Oh, every time. Every time it's the last stack. There we go. So, how's this belt looking? It's not at all running at full speed. Did I get the numbers wrong then? I can't remember what it is. What's the system? There's 12 in each of these. It might be that one side supports 48. U plus 200B 0 width space is a Unicode space character that has no width. Oh god. What if every word has hundreds of those hidden in it? It's like the silence in Doctor Who. They're always there, but you never know. It's used to concatenate but not merge two characters. Oh, so it's actually like thinner than a normal space? Okay. .38.6 furnaces. Is it one blue belt that supports that, or is it a side of a blue belt that supports that, though? Because right now this blue belt is feeding 48 furnaces. And it's doing absolutely fine. So I suspect that we can push this a lot further. So I'll change things around a bit. And we're gonna do it like this. So we'll just have one, and it splits. Some of it goes that way, some of it goes that way. I didn't actually point, so just imagine that I did. And then we'll just carry this on this way. So in that case, 2 blue belts is enough to run all this? It would seem. Let's do that. Underground it again. And put it there. We just need a couple of yellow belts to run the steel. Per side, aha, yeah, so 2 blue belts can easily support all this. Without any issue. Now we just need to make sure that we can supply 2 full blue belts, which we cannot. One thing at a time. There we go. Is this a full belt of of steel? Actually, I don't think it will be overall. Actually, no, it'll be more than a yellow belt. It will actually be more than a yellow belt, but it will be less than a blue belt. Let's just get a blue belt, and then we know we can support it. Made a bit of a mess here, but it's fine. There we go. Can these deal with this amount of steel? Yes. Yes, they can. Excellent. The train probably can't. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. You might be pulling random numbers out your ass. Okay. I did think that didn't sound at all right. An entire blue belt supports 72 furnaces. That's the figure that I felt like I remembered. Are you the main bus inventor in Factorio Genius Bentham? Surely you'd know. I didn't invent the main bus. I just made a video on it, and I didn't even name it correctly. And I don't have time to remember numbers. I'd play everything by ear anyway in Factorio. Okay, now I need to make this at all work. This is the problem, actually. We're not mining enough iron. Because nothing's going into the storage, it's all going into steel or into the train. We're not mining enough iron here anymore. What have I done? Oh, the coal's done. Ding. That's nice. But yeah, there's not enough being mined now for the system, so that's an issue. Look, robot cargo size. Huh. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. I mean, I guess we just don't have the steel being produced at full pelt quite. Yeah, there's just half of these aren't running. Damn it, all that work. Right, we're going to unload the storage. God damn it, I'm going to make these run. Right, I need to change around some of these then. Actually, we can make a lot of this easier. We're out of blue belts, so I'm going to go get some blue belts. That'll help. Sounds like a good excuse to make more mines, but there aren't more mines. Wait, are there? Nah, there's no more iron nearby. This is all there is. So how many deaths by train this stream? None. Have I ever died by train in Ribbonworld? I'm not sure if that's happened yet. All the trains are running along the bottom of the map, so they're out of the way. I'm a lot less likely to run over to get run over by them, or walk over them, I guess, and face the potential of being run over. And notice that I didn't say that I wouldn't get run over because I know that would jinx it. I'm no fool. I'm a bit of a fool. Again, we've got too many undergrounds and stuff. Just unload a few of them. Have we ended up with exactly a stack of each? I hope we haven't left some on the ground somewhere. That'd be a pain. Store some of these in here. I could pick up a load more of these. All the blue belts. Most of the blue belts. Not actually all of them. All is too many. Modules. I need to do that at some point. One thing at a time. Right, we could just make these into 4 blue belts. Hell, we can make them into 2, technically. Which is part of the problem, really. Okay, let's make this all a lot simpler. But let's also be smart about it and make the belts before we cut anything off. So we'll just have 2 blue belts here. And these will supply iron to the train, and of course, put these exactly here Okay, just cut everything for a second. I think that's the way. Cut the lines. Let everything clear out. We can demolish things, shut things down. Rebuild the whole system. Now that things have changed quite a bit. Don't need that. That was a whim, really. I just guessed. It's like, yep, okay, I was right. Good. I can't put this away. Have I got no space? Oh, this stupid ore. And all the belts I picked up. And oh, I've got these in here. I mean, stupid thing. Put more stone away. I keep getting more of it because I'm building stuff on top of stone. And I am actually going to condense this into 2 blue belts because I know it can be done. So forget all this. 2 blue belts running down the middle. Oops, no, don't connect it. Oh, I just dumped more random ore into the system for a minute. Make it all blue. Clean it up later. It's fine. It's all fine. I don't need most of these, but it's fine. Right, that should be enough. Get rid of all this, and this is the times like these I wish I had construction bots to just order all this removed. But no such luxury quite yet. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is just connect these directly. And these just rocket straight over to the train. Nice and simple, that's that running. Still dead, but we've built up plenty. Wait, no we haven't, it's all gone. Huh. Our storage must be filling, though, back at the main bus. Oh, yeah, there's plenty in there. What an unholy contraption. Indeed. Indeed. And then what we'll do... clear out some of this, because it's all in the way. Everything's in the way. All this can go. And then splitter, though it seems like maybe there's just not enough anyway. Also, it's not balanced. God damn it. There. And then there to spread the balancing to both sides. That should help. And then I'm just going to underground it, it's easier. Well, except for the fact that I fill my inventory with crap. Unloads for a minute, I can catch up on chat. Blue definitely didn't fix everything. Perfect. Exactly. There's never one thing at a time in Factorio, indeed. The usual Bentham engineering way, absolutely. Beautiful mess. I'm like everyone's agreed here. A lovely, unholy, beautiful mess of a contraption. There we go. Let's clear out this too. Wait, where did that all go? Wasn't there more within? Were they not full stacks? Whatever. There are many kinds of crap, Rick. I don't know. Come on. I guess I could have dumped them directly into the smelters, but you see, that would have been the smart thing to do. What do you take me for? Okay, output priority left, output priority right. Oh, of course, it's unbalanced because of the way these work. I'm going to fix that. I'm not having it. There. Just to be sure, there. Now it should work. Yeah. The train's gonna have priority, because we need ore at the base. And then here, we're gonna have our 2 supply lines for the smelters. There. The full belt's here. Any of the excess goes this way. And that should keep this running full speed. And we're nearly out of science. So next stream, we should probably get on with high-tech science. It unlocked so many cool things for us, like Covarex enrichment. I wonder how the uranium's looking. I haven't paid any mind to it for quite a while now. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. I count 33, 34. 6 more and we have the potential to kickstart the process. I notice there's absolutely no processing happening. Oh wait, there we go. 288. Not much. How's the uranium deposit actually looking? Still got 74,000 left, but there's only 5 miners on it. We can get that to be more. I can optimize those miners. Oh, I should definitely do that. That's on the cards then. Yeah, there we go. So sometimes the steel's going to be horrifically starved of iron. So let's do something about that. Let us activate our iron storage. This is what it's for. When we need more iron, we use the storage. It is a buffer. That was always its purpose. And now it has completed its buffing. So what we'll do is we'll run it down and we'll merge it, and we'll do the same on this side. Oh, there we go. And then we actually have to have these facing the right way. That would help. There we go, that's 1. And that's 2. 2 full blue belts. A supply that will run for quite a while, feeding into here. But the input priority will be from here, because we never want this to build up, because that means the miners stop. We always want this to be running. So theoretically, with the factory running as it is, this will always be going at full speed. The miners will always be running, and these will only ever supplement the supply for steel. And I'm going to stick some splitters in places because things aren't right. Yeah, it looks like all of these are running. Fantastic. Yep, they're all running, and these are occasionally stopping just a little bit, so the supply is enough. Okay, now they're stopping quite a bit. That's good. Everything should be building up. It's having a struggle here. Maybe pushed a bit to its limit there. Oh, I saw that little power thing. Hello, what's this? Oh, here we go. Yep, kicking everything into high gear has pushed our steam engines and our steam turbines to their absolute limit. We are using all the power we can produce. So now, we gotta do something about that. Those are steam engines that are well fueled because the line is straight. All the coal is fine. All the miners running. This still has plenty left in storage. Comes down to just straight up needing more power supply. We could upgrade the nuclear reactor, but we're so close to enrichment, and I can't jeopardize that. So we'll have to hold off. We'll have to get high-tech science, research Covarex enrichment, and then we can have plenty of uranium, never have to worry about that again, and we can have an upgraded reactor, and then we'll be entirely nuclear powered, and we won't need steam anymore. We can tear these things down, it won't matter. And there we go. Bus is looking okay, copper's a mess, need to fix that, that's fine. Gears are struggling, but that's just always going to be the case. I mean, we're making plenty of belts, really. Oh, and yeah, okay, the copper thing has finally taken its toll, and suddenly there are no advanced circuits. And what is that limiting? That's limiting the production of furnaces for production science, of all things. And only a little bit, it's still okay. It's going to take a long time to run down, because it's also limited by blue science. So it's just all a big old mess, the usual thing. Oh yeah, and the biters are slowly breaching through the wall in the east. That's happening. Definitely incorporate uranium into your power network, you'll be richer for it. Enriched even, indeed. Join below to the 4-belt split, where? I am confused. Join below coal to 4-belt. I don't know. This system works though anyway. So I don't know what you're trying to tell me. Is it biter killing time? No, it's stream ending time. We're at 2.5 hours, which is like the final cutoff point. This was a fun one and a very relaxing one. We talked about all sorts of random stuff like coding and vision science. I hope you all tried the blind spot trick, because that's a cool one. And keep an eye out for those stopped clock illusions in future. Oh, I forgot about this. Now that you know stopped clock illusions are a thing, you're going to notice them whenever they happen. And it's going to be great and terrible. Oh, there we go. Just do a bit of messing about with this. I don't know what there is we can do actually, but I'm sure there's something, so we're going to do it. Oh wow, these are about to run out in moments. So that makes this easier. Let's do that at least, that'll help. Get through this one quicker. And this one even quicker. Hey, there was the momentary existential crisis. I didn't start that though, that wasn't my fault, okay? Can't put that on me. Oops, there. Sorted. Okay, we'll leave that there for now. There's more that can be done, but that's something for next stream. More minor optimizing, as always. But, gonna wrap it up there. Let's go stand here amongst our ridiculous creations. Oh, the iron mine is below station, that's what you were saying. Okay. Okay, yes, so, yeah, it was a fun stream. We talked about all sorts of random things today, jeez. I'm not blaming you, Ventham, but you did kind of facilitate it. Okay, that's fair. I took it and ran with it, and yeah. I apologize. If it makes you feel better, I suffered too. But, a note for future Bentham. Things to do. We're getting close to uranium, to high-tech science. Make high-tech science, and then we can do Covarex enrichment and sort out the power issues. Go deal with the biters in the east. They're murdering everything. Sort out the copper supply. Just blue belt everything. That'll mostly fix it. And remember to sort out the copper storage. Actually, that's fine, but continue to sort out the copper storage. It probably needs more help. And those are the key things that I can think of. Thank you very much, Liam Daly, for that $5 super chat. One of your coins didn't make it, but 2 did. The war between gold and silver continues. That's why I forgive you in the end, Beb. You suffered with me. Future Bentham watches. Oh yeah, whenever I do one of these streams, I go and watch back the last, like, 10 minutes of the previous stream, so I know where I'm at. And that's why I can continue to save like this. Otherwise, I would, like, I always end up abandoning saves because I've forgotten what I'm doing. But when I stream them, then there's always a video record, and I can always go back and check what I was doing and get back on board with things. It's great. Write the list on the map. That's effort. I could just say things. Saying things is easier. But yeah, that's it. So, tomorrow, I will be streaming at 2 p.m. BST. So that is only 14 hours from now. I'm going to go sleep and then do that. Plus some other stuff, because I don't sleep for 14 hours at once. I sleep for 8, but, you know, wind down time, wind up time. Eating meals, publishing videos, all that stuff. So that's when you'll see me at 2 p.m. BST for Stardew Valley, where we're gonna get back into it. If you're not caught... Oh, the frames are going. No bad frames. Don't do that, frames. Why frames? No. Please no frames. I mean, please many frames. Please all the frames. Not no frames. No frames bad. Yeah, so if you saw yesterday's Stardew Valley Reacts, me and Josh got caught up on what happened in the Stardew series while we were away for a week. Now, we're getting back into it, we're rejoining the farm, and I'm going to despair at the mess that they've made and try and clear it up. So that's happening at 2 p.m. BST tomorrow, as everyone prepares for roll for it. So Josh is on roll for it this time, and so is Maggie, and so is EE, and everyone there. So I'm not going to get to do the podcast after, because they're all going to leave and go prepare for the show. So I won't get to do that. I'll be all on my own. So we'll probably just end at the end of Stardew and not have an impromptu podcast afterwards. That also makes them impromptu. You never know if they're going to happen or not. And then there's probably going to be a stream on Monday night, I'm thinking. Probably Graveyard Keeper. Let's continue with that. That's my thinking. We'll see how that goes. Depends on my situation. I might end up being too busy, which would be a pain. Because I might be away again for most of next week. That might happen, but I'm going to have some videos queued up and coming out while I'm gone. And I mean it this time, more so than last time. Because I have a lot of videos already uploaded, and I just have to write descriptions and make thumbnails and stuff like that. So I'll probably be able to do that. So you're going to have some more No Man's Sky. Not that any of you care. I see those view numbers. You don't care, but I've uploaded them, so I'm going to publish the damn things. There's only 7 episodes total. You get to see how I ended up stuck in the 10 minutes of being completely stuck in No Man's Sky video, because that happens at the end of that stream. It's going to be some Deep Rock Galactic. Not sure what you guys think of that yet. We've only just started with that, but there's plenty more of those to come. At some point, there's going to be some Space Engineers videos that I did a while back with Peach and Sheepdog. I think you'll enjoy those. And that's it off the top of my head, apart from there's the potential that I might be recording some various series things. If I have the time, which I may not, because I'm going to be away for most of the week. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to try and record something. If I don't have time, I'm sorry. At some point, I plan on launching 1 or 2 different series in the more old style. Taking things back to the good old days of the channel before I streamed everything all the time. And I'm hoping that you'll be enjoying that. So, I'm going to leave it for now. I think that's everything covered. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for being members and for sponsoring. Or not sponsoring, that's not a thing anymore. Thanks for being members and for super chatting. There we go, I know words. And even if you haven't done that, thank you very much for turning up, because every view matters. It is vitally important. Every little number makes a difference in the grand scheme of YouTube. Just being a subscriber is a key thing as much as anything else. So that's all very much appreciated. Thank you for being here with me and commenting, because it'd be horrible if no one was commenting. The stream would be far more boring without you. But I'm going to publish this VOD, and then I'm going to sleep. And then tomorrow, some Stardew. Oh, and of course, roll for it on Sunday. That's always the case. 6 p.m. BST, Sunday, Little the Vampire Slayer. I play Robert Davidson. He's an engineer, super scientist, kid genius. It's great. He builds inventions and fights vampires, and he's terrible at it, but he's the best. So, And yes, at some point I'll get a Patreon only. Oh, I know. It's work, effort, time. I need to work out what I'm doing. Such a difficult thing. Help me. Give me advice. But with that, I shall say goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you. God damn it, science. Hold on. Oh, we're out. Never mind. Okay, we are out of science. I guess we're going to have to get high-tech science done nice and quick next stream. But with that, I shall say goodbye. Thank you for watching. I shall see you next time.